I'm continuing my reading, and what I'm doing in this video is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around just a little bit as I move along. Right now, I'm in the book of Leviticus. This will be chapter 5, but it is a bit of a lengthy chapter, so I will probably split it into two separate videos. Let's see. Yeah, we'll probably split into two videos. Here we go. Leviticus chapter 25. Each 7th year is to be kept as a Sabbath year. Each 50th year is to be one of Jubilee, in which liberty is proclaimed throughout the land. Laws revealed for sale and redemption of lands, houses, and servants. The land is the Lord's, as are the servants. Usury is forbidden. Here we go. And the Lord spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall a Sabbath of rest unto the But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap, neither gather the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you, for thee, and for thy servant, and for thy maid, and for thy hired servant, and for thy stranger that sojourneth with thee, and for thy cattle, and for the beasts that are in thy land, shall all the increase thereof be meat. Okay, so every 7th year, no harvest, no reaping, no planting, no nothing, just let the land rest. It's actually a good policy for agriculture to give a period of rest to the land. But he's saying you can still eat of the fruit that grows of its own. You just can't sell it. You can't harvest it. So if you've got a vineyard of grapes, yeah, you can go out and pick some grapes and eat them for you, for your servants, for those who live with you. But don't bring in a harvest. Don't try to be a commercial. Don't make a commercial enterprise of it. Let it grow on its own, and whatever grows, you eat it. Don't try to sell it. Don't try to make a commercial project out of it. Verse 8. And thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee, 7 times 7 years, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be unto thee 49 years. 7 times 7. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month, in the day of atonement, shall ye make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. And ye shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. It shall be a jubilee unto you. And ye shall return every man unto his possession, and ye shall return every man unto his family. A jubilee shall be that 50th year be unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which groweth of itself in it, nor gather the grapes in it of thy vine undressed. For it is the Jubilee. It shall be holy unto you. Ye shall eat the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of this Jubilee ye shall return every man unto his possession. And if thou sell aught unto thy neighbor, or buyest aught of thy neighbor's hand, ye shall not oppress one another. According to the number of years after the Jubilee thou shalt buy of thy neighbor, and according unto the number of years of the fruits he shall sell unto thee. According to the multitude of the years thou shalt increase the price thereof, and according to the fewness of the years thou shalt diminish the price thereof. For according to the number of the years of the fruits doth he sell unto thee. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but thou shalt fear thy God, for I am the Lord your God. Now this is an interesting one. Every 50th year is a year of Jubilee. Just like a Sabbath year, no working. You can eat what grows naturally, but you can't sell it. But in the year of Jubilee, everything returns to the original owner. When Israel came into the land, every man is given by lot a possession. This is his family's land. It continues with his families throughout the generations. He can sell it. He can buy other people's land. But every 50th year, it has to return to the original owner. Whoever had the right, whoever was given that as their inheritance, they get it back. So when you are buying or selling land, you have to calculate how many years are left until the next Jubilee. And you are only allowed to value it based on how many years are left. So if you're in the 45th year, you can only sell it based on 5 years of value. So if you're going to sell the land, then the person buying it he only is able to own it for 5 years. So you calculate how much that land will be worth for over the space of 5 years. What's the harvest you're going to get out of that? How much can you get out of that in 5 years? That's how much you calculate. That's the price, the value that it's based on. Now, if you sell it in the first year of the Jubilee, now you get to sell it for the value of 50 years, because that's how much time before it has to be returned to you. So again, we do have this idea of this familiar land. This is our inheritance. Even in the modern day, God gave inheritances to certain members of the church in the early days. Those inheritances were given for an eternal inheritance to their families throughout their generations and will eventually be returned to them, because this is the law of the Jubilee. But, as he says, you don't oppress each other. You base your values off this law of the Jubilee. So it's not just, I buy the land and then I have to give it back. It's, I buy the land, but I buy it knowing that I'm going to be giving it back. And so I buy it based on the value of how much time I will have it. It's a very interesting law. But let us read a little bit more, and then we will close out and finish the chapter in a second video. Verse 18. Wherefore ye shall do my statutes and keep my judgments and do them, and ye shall dwell in the land in safety, and the land shall yield her fruit, and ye shall eat your fill, and dwell therein in safety. And if ye shall say, what shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. Then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat yet of the old fruit until the 9th year, until her fruits come in, ye shall eat of the old store. The land shall not be sold forever, for the land is mine. For ye are strangers and sojourners with me, and in all the land of your possession ye shall grant a redemption for the land. Okay, I think we'll end it there for this video, but just a few things. So, it says, don't worry about sowing in the 7th year. So you keep my law, and I'll take care of you. And all you do is in the 6th year, you sow your stuff, and I'll make sure that it grows enough for 3 years, because you'll have the 1 year, you have to have your harvest for the 6th year. Then you'll have enough for the 7th year. And in the 8th year, when you sow again, because of the rest of the land, it will take a year for you to really be able to get enough out of that first harvest. In the 8th year won't be enough because of the time, because the time resting. You'll need that extra year before you're able to get it back to what it normally is. So in the 6th year, we'll give you enough food to last for 3 years. As long as you're faithful, God will take care of you. That's the thing, that this is God saying, look, I've given you my law. You need to trust me that you will be able to live, that I will take care of you. If I tell you to do something, you need to trust me that I know what I'm doing and that I will take care of everything so that you are able to do it. But remember, the land is God's. Everything is God's. We are stewards. As he says, strangers and sojourners. We are given a stewardship. And, in mortal law, that is ownership. But in eternal law, That's stewardship. So, anyways, we'll finish this chapter in the next video.